While today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Condors and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's King. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Condors offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. We could end up seeing some points in this one, an explosive offense against a defense that has been, shall we say, vulnerable. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the big fullback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Wants to throw. It's right. Oh, and the ball is wiggled free near their own goal line. What a stunningly boneheaded play. You can't make a miracle every time. Don't get sacked for the safety. Makes the catch at the 30. So Mississippi State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Keeps it on the option. He'll toss it. Still running at the 40. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's a give to Bothwell. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
On the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Right side, it's Cotton. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
On the return, it's King. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Ben.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Makes a deep grab. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They're going to run it to the right. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Back's got it on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Looking for a man. It's right. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Field goal is good. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Number 95, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Over the middle, it's Williams. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can...
Caught, and he's got room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And And the Bulldogs right after the huge play through the air back to the line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Taylor wants to throw it. They're all over him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes! He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's right. Throws it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And it'll be the Condors will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon on the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here's a give to Bothwell. He's past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen. Breaking.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Look out! Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Second and long here. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Right back to the well.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run the counter. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Condors will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On play action. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Between the hashes, it's Evans. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Making the adjustment. Back to pass on 2nd down. Left side is Cotton. Turning it on. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that cover.
A shot toward the end zone. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. The fake wants to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it with Bothwell. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Breaks into the open. And it'll be the Condors in the hurry-up. Dropping back. It's right. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Drives inside. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Condors will bring the punt team onto the field. catches it at the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, down on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong with a big lead. They're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Fresh setter down's going to the air. That's caught. It's Cotton. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Taylor wants to throw it. Firing to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time.
Snaps on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the number 20 team, the Louisville Cardinals. Now back to your game in Starkville. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
The Bulldogs head coach told me at the half he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Guys?
Okay, Holly. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Enough to move the chains. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Sends it back in motion. Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Mississippi State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's King. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Back to the ground game on the left. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
To the air, it's right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And it'll be the Condors send out the punt unit. Looks it in. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Back to you.
All right, Holly. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play fake. Rush right in his face. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Now on the counter. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Looking for the edge. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes plays, but sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
And I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions to have to make. Oftentimes, Reese, we see running backs fumble, they get benched. Well, this offense, they're not going to bench this guy because of his talent. But how many more times do you trust him to carry the football on design quarterback runs after that fumble?
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's 1st down from the 11. He's changing the play. Taylor wants to throw. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Quick catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that.
He's taking the shot, and they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the 1st half. 2nd half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense.
Going to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Condors will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. As we check in with Holly.
Hey guys, here on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Right side, it's Evans. There he goes. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down will open up the final period. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the right. It's complete. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They'll give it to Fluff. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running right, it's Bothwell. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, this is an offensive coordinator that has a lot of confidence in his guys, and you can see that from the play calling. They were backed up all the way down near their goal line at the start of this drive, but they've stayed aggressive the entire time, putting the trust and confidence in his quarterback, in his players, to get it done. They've moved this thing all the way down the field, and now they've completely flipped it. They're now at the goal line of the opponent. You gotta love what...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Tries to get it himself. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll run it with Bothwell. Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the counter. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And it'll be the Condors will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. All the way back to the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Trying to get the corner. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They give it back to him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Hands it off. Sees an alley. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Looking down the middle. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The handoff. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Knocked down immediately. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Great Nick Saban often says players often respond